Hey everybody, Sammy the Thrifty Brewer coming at you for Beer Fun Friday for November the 1st, 2013. Apologize for not getting a video out on Homebrew Wednesday this past week, but excuse me, I had to go to the kids' spooky, scary Halloween skating party. And as you know, my rule, as well as many other people in this world, it's family first, and by the time I got home I was just fried. By the time I got the kids to bed, it was like close to 9 o'clock and it just wasn't going to happen, so my apologies. So I'm going to do a really rough Beer Fun Friday video. I'm currently having a Fracture Imperial India Pale Ale from the good folks at Amsterdam Brewing Company. 9% ABV, 115 IBUs, and it is a bloody treat. It is lovely. So cheers, everybody. Currently, I've got the Christmas ale, which I put down last week, bubbling away in the back. Basically went to the BlackRock Brewing Company's website and just downloaded the recipe or printed off the recipe, and I followed it to the letter, and it's bubbling away quite nicely. So it's been going for, let's see when I put that on. I put that on the 26th. So, yeah, last Sunday, I think. Either way, it's still going like a fiend. I racked the pumpkin off of primary, which gave me, honestly, that much trub. Racked it into secondary, and it is now cold crashing. Actually, I started the cold crash on it this morning. Bring it down to temperature. In the kegerator there, or the kegerator, and then I just added some gelatin to it, so that should clear up nicely. Taste was kind of weird. I mean, it's obviously not going to taste like a pumpkin ale that I'm used to drinking this year, based on it being so young. But the spices were there, and there was definitely a hint of pumpkin. So here's to hoping it turns out. We'll let that clear out, and hopefully bottle that next week. I also did a little bit of shopping today. Not so thrifty, but I'll get to my thrifty thing in a minute. I picked up a couple of these. It's the Tempest Imperial Stout from Amsterdam Brewing Company as well. Cool thing about this is it's been cellared for 3 months already, and it's able to be cellared for well up to 3 years according to the label. So I'm going to give that a bash and see how I do. I picked up two, one for me, one for you, Nick. Unique to Ontario, Tempest Imperial Stout is brewed with a complex grain bill and 3 types of hops. Cellared for 3 months period, cellared for a 3-month period prior to packaging. Tempest is bracing bitterness that quickly blends with deep malt notes and a slight spiciness. Wax dipped at 9%, this beer will cellar well for up to 3 years. So looking forward to this for sure. Like I said, I picked up 2 of them. The other thing I also picked up, which I partook of last week, is Sawdust Brewing Company's Long Dark Voyage to Uranus. Now this beer, and I want to personally thank Sam the brewer at Sawdust Brewing Company, is amazing. It is flippin' brilliant. It's 60 IBUs. It's a 9% Imperial Stout. And it is awesome. I mean, it is got, there's coffee, there's chocolate, and there's a little hint of spiciness on the backside. I believe, if I remember correctly, I did try this for the first time at the Muskoka session, or the beer festival in Muskoka. Ingredients: Canadian 2-row Maris Otter, Crystal 120, rye, Carahel, flake barley, Carafa 2, chocolate malt, dark chocolate malt, roasted barley, and Demerara sugar. And the hops are Magnum and Centennial. And it looks like here with the California ale yeast as well. Now the really cool thing about Sawdust Brewing Company, these guys are going to be opening up a brewery in Gravenhurst. They're working feverishly on it. So right now they're brewing under contract, or brewing with Black Oak Brewing in Etobicoke. So obviously it's a capacity issue, and the brewery isn't up and running yet, but I'm so excited. I drive by it almost at least once a week just to check in and see if they're open yet. And they're not yet, so Sam, send me a note, mate, when you are, because I will be the first in line, and I will be buying lots of this stuff. And if you're hiring, I'm kidding, but if you are, let's chat. Honestly though, if you can find this, you really must pick it up. Like I said, it is it is an amazing brew. I mean, I put on the comfy pants, sat in front of the TV, put on a good flick, and just enjoyed this beer. And it's been a long time since I've been able to do that. It was so good. Nice size bottle too, 650 ml. So well worth the $7.95 I paid for it at the Liquor Control Board of Ontario store, or the good old LCBO. But yeah, honestly, an amazing beer. If you can find it, buy it. You will surely not be disappointed. So for all of you lads in Ontario, and ladies in Ontario that is, or go online, find the closest LCBO, run out, grab it. It is flippin' amazing. It was so yummy. Now, for my thriftiness, for my thrifty purchase of the week. This is awesome. I was so stoked about this. I was going on, you know, Kijiji, or I guess, you know, Craigslist, same sort of deal. And there was a guy who had a bench capper for sale for $10, brand new, still in the plastic. So I gave him a call, snagged it. So now I will be capping brews and adding them to the cellar. The really cool thing about this thing is that it's spring-loaded on the top, and I can automatically adjust to any height of bottle that I want. So the 650 bottles, not a big deal. 750 bottles, not a big deal. The 330 ml bottles, not a big flippin' deal. So $10 cash to the guy. Gave me this, still in plastic, as well as 100 caps. So I'm over the moon. I'm going to be bottling some of the Pandora's Box this weekend, maybe tonight. I don't know. We'll see how many brews I've had, and we'll determine whether or not it's going to be the plan. But yeah, that is very exciting for me. I've really been wanting to get a capper for a while. Been humming and hawing about ordering one online, but finally found one for $10. And a bench capper, brand new, still in the plastic, and the thing's going to last me forever. It is pretty much bulletproof, so I'm very happy about that indeed. So my thrifty tip, for those of you who, I'm sure everybody does it, but take a look at Craigslist, take a look at Kijiji. Look at it almost daily, weekly. If you're looking for something, invariably something will pop up, and you would be surprised how much you can save. This guy actually was a customer of, or had been into where I work a couple of times. Actually drove it to where I worked, dropped it off. I gave him the money, bing, bang, boom, done. Bob was my uncle, and he was out the door. You know, Bob's your uncle, Bob was my uncle. Either way, very pleased. Plans for the weekend, going to be putting together another brew. I'm still doing the kits, unfortunately, but that's okay. They're still cheap. I'm going to be putting together another Green Bullet IPA because I really love that, and that was that's going to be a Cooper's Brewmaster Select IPA kit with 1 kilo of light malt extract in liquid form, as well as 500 grams of golden brown sugar, because that's what I have here, as well as 2 ounces of Green Bullet hops. And I'm going to do it again with, you know, add the malt extract to the water, do a quick 30-minute boil, add the hops at 15 minutes, and then add the hops at flame out, possibly. Oh, maybe I'll wing it and see what I do. The last time, what did I do? Last time I did, I added the hops at 30 minutes at the start of the boil, and then again at 10 minutes. So maybe I'll do that, because I really enjoyed that way that tasted. So I'm going to stop it now, because I'm not going to do any more updates until next Homebrew Wednesday. I'll give you guys some updates on the pumpkin ale, Pandora's Box, the winter warmer, as well as the Christmas ale, which is probably not going to be much because it's still bubbling away and getting all happy. So I really want to say thank you so very much for taking the time to watch, liking and subscribing to the videos. And Sam from Slaughter City Brewing, thank you again, because this brew is honestly one of my new personal favorites, and every time I go to that lovely little store, the liquor store, I usually pick up 1 or 2. So thanks again, mate. This is bloody brilliant. Loving it. Can't wait to see what you guys come out with when the brewery gets up and running. I'm really excited. So this is Sammy, the Thrifty Brewer, saying, if you're going to do something, do it with a homebrew or a really good Imperial IPA, as this is the case. By all means, everybody, keep calm and brew on. Cheers again, and thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the likes, the subscribers, and honestly, I do appreciate the fact that you guys are taking the time to carve out of your day to watch me ramble on and my silly drunken stupidness. Though it's not far off from right now. So, anyways, guys, take care. Oh, and Chubby, cheers to you, mate, for your first all-grain brew. Can't wait to see the results, pal. Love the video, by the way. Thanks, guys, so much. Take care. All the best. Be safe, and cheers.